Man, thank you, and everybody welcome to a very wet Catalonia. This is X1, X2 was the same in qualifying, both wet, and X2, X1 seem to be the same. So enjoy. I'm hoping to get weather forecast. Yeah. Just a quick note as well. Hits, hits. I mean, Isnay has a qualifying ban. So does Wallington if he's here. He hasn't turned up yet, and nor has Imply. They've got to the end of qualifying to get in, otherwise they will receive a qualifying ban. There we go. 15 cars. We've got the return of ABS Fan and Edeke, so nice to see them guys back. Got X hits to Russell in the Mercedes. I mean, it's just the joke after Russell bidding it in the final lap of the race earlier is what hits the spots seem to do. I'm just waiting to see what the weather forecast is for the race. Wet quality, perhaps wet race. Um, I'm just saying what's the percent. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So weather perfect then. It shouldn't be. Oh, it's done that weather. Yeah, oh, it's doing that again. Oh yeah, the weather is on perfect. Never mind. So we might have rain in the race. Yeah, it's doing that perfect thing again, even though I set it to approximate. Welcome to another glitch. Nate, you'll probably need to do that in Q2 as well. If imply or whatever do not turn up. So first car out on track is not. Yeah, I know it is. I was just gonna see if you could bite it, but no, it isn't stoic. Remember, you have to use the correct compound for the weather, so it'll be inters unless it dries up. But it looks like it's gonna be wet all qualifying. So what were we setting on the inters earlier? 21s, wasn't it? I remember. Yeah, so we're probably looking at 19s in here then. Low 20, probably. I mean, Samuel was rapid yesterday in Dev, but then that was dry. This is wet, so we'll have to see what he can do in the in the wet conditions. Obviously, if it's a dry race, they're going to be driving in dry setups. But if it's in, that's invalidated, so in Stoke will be going again. Turn the TV down. I've got no sound by the sound of things on my stream. I don't know if that's me though. This is the thing I keep having problems with. It's quick tonight. I'm yours at the moment, so I'm just trying to see if it's not working on there. But then my audio keeps breaking on my thing. It's working now. Yeah, it's working on my side. Is you working? I haven't heard you yet. No, you're not. Oh no, there's no audio from you. There is from me. No, you're not. Oh, no. You might have to pause it and do it that way. Technical difficulties, or because Jeff's got a new hard drive. Right. Samuel set at 118.8 in P1, Hayes second 19.4, and then third is
There we
Hay
go.
at ABS with 19.4.
All set. Should be all set now.
Yeah, you're working now, yeah.
Yep. The headset just wasn't engaged on this channel.
And Squibbs in fourth, 19.6, and 5 is Zach with a 19.7. 6 is Rob with a 19.8, Schumacher in 7, 20.1, 8 is Moise with a 20.8. Oh, and there's a Stoic 18.5, that's not too far. Edeki with a 22.2. I've got a funny feeling this isn't like X2 was, because there isn't a dry, there's no dry line at all, so it's definitely all interweather now. It's not in between or dry and inter.
Oh, and
Air
Max invalidated. Unlucky there. He backs out of his lap.
So Fletcher and Mantic are both on out laps. Air Max is in the gravel playing with cats and dogs. Anyone else actually still going around? Yeah, Moist is still going around, Schumacher's still going around. We did find out earlier that 2 laps is the optimal to get the lap in, so pretty much 2 out laps and then a hot lap.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Which makes it quite tough to try and follow who's on a lap and who's not, though.
Yeah, that's the only issue. Pretty much just have to look when they're going into the third sector and see if they're up. Oh, Zach maybe up there. Disabled. Maybe it's invalidated. So, is he finishing a lap or is he done? He's done. Well, pretty much everyone's going to be safe, aren't they, as it stands, so... Well, it's good on another lap. We've got the Aston Martin in front of him, the Aston Martin of ABS, I believe. And they're both on laps. Oh, no, ABS is invalidated, though. He just has something, that's it. Alright, what's the info real quick? There you go, turn offline. Fantastic. Trying to find people is great.
Oh, that's interesting.
We have DRS.
I just seen that in the chat. Very interesting.
Do we need to use it, or like?
You guys just use it. If you got it, use it.
Well, I did my lap without it.
This game.
I have never seen DRS activated
because everyone's got it, you may as well use it. I mean, there's no advantage for certain cars, is there? So everyone's got that advantage. What is going on?
Wow. Okay then.
It's different if only one car had it and no one else had it. Because everyone's got it, you may as well just all use it. There's no no disadvantage to anyone, is it?
I'm gonna get back in there and I'm gonna go set a lap with DRS.
Yeah, I've just noticed then as well. I've gone board with Squib. That was interesting. Wow, this game. Fantastic.
I love it.
Oh my god. Now my phone's got a software update. Awesome. Wow. Yeah, like literally one car at it, Jeff, then we would have to restart the lobby, but everyone's got it, so...
Right, yeah, so yeah, there's no advantage to anybody on it.
Hopefully it might fix it the next session, so I wonder if the game thinks it's dry then.
No, it's clearly not.
Could you imagine if you put softs on now, dries on now, and it was actually a dry track? No.
The rain is just an illusion. It's not really there.
Yeah. I would want to try and do it though. Right, so it was going through in Q1, so hopefully it's just a Q1 glitch, maybe?
Oh, man, Fletch is spun.
Bring it in though. I would prefer if we can get one more person in his lobby, because that way then Nate would have set the ban out of the way and that'd be done.
BRT
Yeah,
Jacob.
no, Jacob's on.
Yep.
Yeah, Jacob's on the way out by some things. Hopefully, we can get in before we finish. It needs to get in and set a lap. No, to not Nate out. Otherwise, he'll be the car that goes out. Hits the spot with a broken toe and always still get a post lap time. That's a point, Jeff. Look what car hit the spots in.
He's in George Russell's car today, is he not?
Well, who's his oh, he's not actually. He's not got a teammate here, so he's probably in Hamilton's car. You would have thought, but yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lincoln has had a string of Wi-Fi problems the past couple weeks, which has kept him out of the last two races, unfortunately.
There's also storms all across the UK at the moment as well, thunderstorms. So
yep.
there's a lot of connection problems in the UK. We had pretty much we had 30 days of rainfall fall today in the last 12 hours. So there's flooding everywhere over here, down here in South Wales, and in Wales have been hit hard. Been lovely weather if you're a duck. Boys just set a lap of a 20.080 P11.
I'm surprised Friday and Saturday I didn't have Wi-Fi problems, as we had like the outskirts of Hurricane Lee come through.
Yeah, he didn't get hit as hard as what they expected, though, and also come earlier than what expected as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it came like the heavy wind and rain was middle of the night, and it really wasn't too bad. We had winds. I think the fastest clocked in Boston was around like 45, 50 miles an hour, but they were originally thinking it was going to be close to 70 mile an hour gusts. Oh, we caught a little bit of a break with it, which was nice.
Let me see if I can find what one of my mum's neighbours had the other day. I got this morning. I don't know if I can find it. What her name was?
Ooh, Fletch got on the power a little too hard there.
Dang it. I don't know if you can see that clip or not. I sent you.
Nope.
No.
Got the content not found error.
Let me just start screenshot. I'll record it.
Fletch comes in the pits. ABS is on a lap. Looks it. He's burned the RS, so. So, I came up with the interesting stat this week as well there, Mike. So, kind of dug through qualifying and race results for the season in X1, and pole sitter has yet to win a race this season.
So same as the next two, though, that might have changed after today, though, but we will have to serve the penalties, but it might be the same as it was the same in X2 as well.
Yep.
I mean, technically, I was the only race winner in X2 that was still in X2 until this week.
That is, yeah. Well, until last week.
That'll go either way.
Until last week, because Harry won last
Wayne.
week.
Oh, Harry won last week. Yeah, so and that was 7 rounds into the season. Right, MX out on track. We're still waiting for Jacob to jump in, but there you go, Jeff. I sent you it.
X gonna start a lap. Only one not to post a lap.
There goes MX. MX goes to the pit line on turn 3. He's got to be careful though. There is cars coming, but he's got plenty of time to turn around or get off track at least.
And the turn 3 can be extremely tricky in the wet. Like you want to get on the throttle as quick as you go. MX.
Yeah, it's not as bad as last year.
Done.
Yeah, he got out of the way. Yeah,
well done.
Well on MX.
Yeah, it's not as bad. You're right. It is not. It's not as bad as last year. But I noticed it in qualifying in X2. It's like you want to get on the throttle, like, and get the most out of that car to sweep around the corner. And you just do it too early in the wet. And X, unlucky there. Speaking of getting a little greedy on the throttle. Schumacher's just starting a lap now as well. Oh, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, it's just overnight. That's only like 4 hours of rainfall then. Then another 10 since then. It's finally stopped raining this afternoon, but literally we had a thunderstorm from like 6 a.m. this morning till about 11.
Oof. Oh, Schumacher! Well done to save it there, buddy. Fair play, Leif.
So Leif's going to do what he did in Dev, but this time he survived.
That's another corner that can get real tricky in the wet too. Normally flat out through there. And
so Jacob's in now. Just got to try and set a lap time or be out on track at least, otherwise he's going out. I don't even know if he's not going to get enough time, so he's out of quality. Which means Nate is going to have to retire in Q2.
X improves to 120.079.
Yeah, there's a weird thing I did earlier as well. I mean, I actually gained time in pretty much the entire second sector without having ERS turned on.
I noticed that as well too.
Obviously, less wheel spin.
I noticed that as well too. As I was improving on my time when I was doing my double outlap.
Yeah.
My timed lap on that, which was my second outlap. I noticed I was improving.
Yeah. I'm trying to work in it. We're still trying to work out how you can get DRS in the rain. I mean, that just sounds like suicidal tendencies to me. But yeah, could you imagine trying to do Zandvoort, that final corner with DRS on in the middle of the corner? What? I mean, in Australia would be another one as well. That little left-hander. Well, that long left-hander. Well, not like left-hander is like straight, but it's got a little kink in it.
Unfortunately, Jacob has not been able to set a lap.
Yeah, he come in the lobby with about a minute and a half to go, not enough time to get a setup on and come out. But we are done. Jacob's going out in Q1, and Nate has got a quality ban, so he'll need to retire again in Q2. But then we do have knockouts now, with 4 cars will go out in Q2. Last lap was just like 18.54. or 8.
I will be back in 1 moment to use the washroom.
And then we just need Nate to retire again, and then that is the quality band for Nate. As long as you set up on, I think we're good to go. There we go. Thank you, Nate. Nice job, mate. That's that out of the way. I will remove that off the penalty table for you now. Right, first car out on track is in Stoic as per normal. Ferrari following of Hayes.
Alright. And as is the meta for X1, first car out on track is the McLaren of Stoic.
Yep.
That's something's going a little wonky with my Streamlabs here. For some reason, the desktop audio is unbalanced and it's fluctuating from left and right audio. I've never seen that one before. I might have to. My settings might not be fully accurate. So we should probably be looking at what, 17s, Mike? Mid-low 17s maybe for pole?
I'm not too sure until if it dries up or not.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's so hard to predict because you don't know what the track's gonna do. Ooh, a little lock up there from Stoic into turn 4. Turn 5, sorry. Ooh, another lock up going into the hairpin. So 118.95. Hayes does a 118.659. Next, I think, is Squib. Yeah. Goes second fastest with a 118.7. Aston Martin of AVS. Goes fastest with a 118.59. And we have the AlphaTauri of Samuel Depot. With a 118 flat. Good lap, Samuel. Mantic with a 119.4. Air
Yeah,
Max hits a
just to
119.7. Yep.
just go into 3 Spain next to, and just so you know, and you're aware of that, please.
You said number 3.
Yep. I'm on board with him start, but he's not on a lap now. What is Rob doing? Rob is going on a straight, so starting at Lau. He's done a lap. He's 8 for the 19.765. Out lap for Fletch. Still your lead pit lane is Hit Sport and Moist. There's all caps on that. My phone decided it wants to update, so I'm updating for the PC at the moment.
You understand what I meant there, Mike? If you want to read that. That's why I didn't. So why I didn't bring it. Why I didn't bring it up personally.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So who is on a lap now? Fletch.
Why did they decide to do that?
Fletch crosses the line with a 119.150. Now it looks like we're going to hit a little bit of a lull in quali. We're just going to go in, refuel the cars, maybe change tires. They all could have been doing their first runs on their used inters from Q1 because I know a lot of us did that in X2 just to set the bank lap. These inters can be very, very, very durable. Especially if you only do one push lap on them.
So, 4 cars left on track, which is on Stoic, Air Max, Fletch, and Rob. All on. Oh, were they all on laps? So, yeah,
Yep,
we're
and
Stoic
Stoic.
across the line. 10th lap, so we've been improving, yeah. 18.508, P2. Max is not on a lap. Fletch.
He just finished. He might be on a double. Nope,
No,
he's
he's
going in
done.
the pit.
No, he's done.
And then there's the
And then Rob
AlphaTauri of
is
Robbie.
he's in danger zone right now, so he needs to put a lap in, and it needs to be in the 19s. Well, it needs to be a low 19, really. He's going for one now, so Rob is on a lap now. He is the only car that is on a lap.
Oh, a little bit too much curb there. It's going to cost him a little bit of time. Oh!
John is still alive. Don't think he's got damage either, which is a really lucky boy. Grazed the wall. Oh, bumped off the wall, I should say. Doesn't get damaged though, so he's still around, and don't think he's got damage. Schumacher's about to start a lap. Is he going for a lap now, or is he going to go for 2 out laps? Looking at 2 out laps.
Yep, he has his DRS off.
It still might improve on a 20.8.
Air Max in the pits.
I just found that I actually had to like put my front wing up to like 50 for the rain, just to add the more turning. So his spots on a lap. P13 at the moment. He is actually on a lap as well. He's got ERS turned on in the Mercedes. Rob is on an out lap now, pretty much out of the spin. I don't know if he got damage though. I don't think he's got damage from what I've seen.
It didn't look. I didn't see any carbon fiber come off when he hit the wall. I was riding on board with
Nor did I. I'm not too sure.
But then again, with this game, you really never know.
It's a spot 18.586 P4 should be safe. I think anything in the 18s, actually 18.7 might not be safe. You know, Ediki's just starting a lap. Schumacher's on a lap now as well.
ABS is on soft tires.
I think he's right.
And he has spun in penultimate corner. Nope, I don't think. I don't. It was a gamble. It was a try, you know.
I would say it's like it was in X3 earlier, where it's the rain's a little bit now. It's like lighting right up. It's just still too wet.
Nope, Eggity has spun as well and lost his wing.
His qualifying done, and he's probably gonna be out of qualifying as well. He's gonna get around and come back out in time.
Schumacher out of the final corner.
He goes into P2, 18.2.
Nice lap wave.
So, yeah, 100% a great lap. And I think that is going to help him as well. He's to be safer. I'm wondering now if an 18.5 is safe.
I think the track is getting, it seems like it's getting quicker.
Yeah, but I think it's not going to be for dries. It's going to be quicker for inters. I think ABS is taking a big risk, and he should have enough time to come back out again, though. Edeki going to have enough time to come back out. He's in the pits now. If he's quick, he might, but he's got to be super quick. Mantic is 6,400s up on his time. It would not be enough right now. He needs to find pretty much a second,
and he has,
at least.
He's lost a lot in Sector 2. He's 3/10 down now.
So I don't know if he'll be going through here.
He's aborted and gone into the pits.
I think he's going to have enough time. Mantic's just crashed into the pits. He's crashed into the pit wall. Pretty much same thing as what Sakari and what
that is now officially the Ferrari strat at Spain.
Oh yeah, all three. That's three Ferraris.
Three out of four Ferraris have crashed into the pit wall today.
Yeah. Hey, you're the only car Ferrari so far that hasn't hit the pit wall.
Zach Racing's on a lap.
Yeah, well,
and he's
they're trying to see if it's fast because it's drying up. That's the issue. It has stopped well. It's literally the rain is not a lot there. I just don't think it's dry yet.
Gonna see his sector time here at the end of Sector 2. And he is 1.3 seconds down.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot though, so it is drying up. So I think Q3 might be dry. You know, if he's only 1 second down. If that was full, like wet, not dry, it'd be over 9-10 seconds. Yeah, it's definitely not dry yet, and he's tried it, and it's not. It's got risks to take in because they're not too short. Oh, and Rob's around. He's out of qualifying. So at the moment we have lost, obviously, Nate with the quality ban. Mantic's gone. And if he might get out in time, he looks like he's going to. Rob, has he got damage? If he's not got damage, he might have enough time to go in again. But Trevor needs to put a lap in. He's just got a lap now. He is in 15th at the moment, still yet to post a lap time. He's the only car yet to post a lap. that isn't that hasn't got a ban.
Air Max is aborted his lap.
He's retired in the pit lane.
Eggedy on a lap here.
Well, the risk from Hayes, actually, I don't think that's safe. Honestly, don't think that an 18.6 is 100% safe. I think him and Zach are in serious danger right now. But also,
Moist improves to 118.9. Here comes the other Williams of Eggedy. He can improve to a 119.113, but it's not enough to get him into that top 10.
Rob's improving as well. He's 3 turns up after the first 2 sectors.
And he's lost it.
Oh, and there goes
Unlucky.
that. So he is done. So
Unlucky,
it's
Rob.
Nate's out, the quality ban. Rob's out. So is Mantic. Air Max is the only car that might not be out. Edeki is also out. Air Max needs to find 3 100s to knock out Fletch. Fletch might get knocked out by a Frenchman. Come on, come on, Air Max.
He's down.
Knock out Fletch. They're all friends as well, which is a shame.
He's down 6/10 at the end of sector 2.
That's boring. That's a shame. That would be funny. Just seeing Air Max knock out Fletch would be funny because they're friends as well. It would be funny.
Yeah.
Well, and we are the champions of the world. Oh, well, let's go in the pit lane backwards.
Backwards entry, fastest way to get into a corner.
Oh, and there's a wall there. So Samuel fastest 18.010. That is the fastest in Q2. We lose Edeki, Air Max, Mantic, Rob, and it's Nate. I always doubt you. I wouldn't doubt quality, but I can't doubt anything else, can I? I've also seen you drive Fletch, so of course I'm doubting you. TT Merchant. I get a message from him calling me a TT sweat. Why? Because I went on and did 1 lap to see us look at the setups. Yeah, right. I'm not on like you. I don't live on TT. I don't call TT my home. So we lose Edeki, Air Max, Mantic, Rob, and it's Nate. Fast lap in Q2 was from Samuel, an 18.010. Yeah, that's what it's raining for, Fletch. See, it's all you playing TT too much. I'm gonna start calling you Lando Norris. Right, Jeff, I've just literally updated my phone, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It's just taken 20% of my battery.
Excellent. That's always good.
No, no, they've taken off the wet and TT, so it's only dry now, which is like weird. I'm surprised they've done that, to be fair, but we know why they've done it because no one really uses it. But it's just weird they took off the full wet. I don't know why they didn't do like in TT they do soft, medium, hard, into and wets. I would have a separate one for each one of the compounds. That'd be really interesting to see who's faster on the hard compound or something.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, if you're listening.
EA don't listen to us. We're not esports.
Rain looks like it's coming down a little bit harder in Q3 though.
Yeah, that's what we said in Q3 on it in X2. X2. Literally, it was drying up in the beginning of Q3, and then at the end of it, it got heavier, even though it looked like it was drying up. So it does look like it's staying full at them. Schumacher's gone on dry though, so is it, or is it not? There is a Ferrari coming out on track. as well. There is a few softies, and then is it really drying up, or is it not gonna get dry? Well, this is the only thing. Is it gonna dry up, or is it gonna be like this, like Mexico and whereas else we had it a few weeks ago as well, where it was like
It's just like
saying it
the
was in
track has a
between the entire
glaze.
time.
Yeah, it's not wet, but the track is slightly glazed, so the traction isn't fully there on slick tires. It's a problem with the transition because then those inters will start to overheat.
So Jacob's Wi-Fi's just died. I don't know if he's back in the lobby yet. And it's saying that the softs are faster than inters.
Ooh.
Schumacher, I don't know if you're listening to the stream or not. Can you send me a screenshot of the race weather, please? Just in case. Or Fletch, if you can hear me, please, can you send me a screenshot? And send it to me on your phone. Take a picture of your phone. Just take a picture of your phone on the weather forecast for the race. I need to know what the race weather is, just in case. Probably best to send me the picture of the weather forecast once you're on the grid before the race starts. And I'll have an idea of what the weather is.
And Stoic.
And Stoic, 17.893, fast lap so far, provisional pole. Hayes 19.017. ABS is the next car who's going on the final sector now. That's the only problem with not having anybody in the actual race that I know. Well, we know, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, as in,
Like Watto.
Yeah, Watto used to send me the screenshot of the weather forecast before the race. Yeah.
ABS 17.9. Oops, Squibb is spun and has reset the track.
Remember, you can't reset the track unless you're beached.
Samuel with a 118.4.
Yeah, so I think the race is dry, but look at what I'm getting, because it's got the first symbol is sunny, and then all the symbols after that is wet. So I think they're supposed to be dry. So once you get onto the grid, Fletch, can you send me another weather forecast? So I've got a funny feeling it's going to say dry all the way through and not wet. We'll see though, because if it's raining at the start, then I know it's all wet completely through, and if it's dry, then I know it's fine. But
Schumacher does a 120.4 on the softs.
That's sort of a weird ass weather forecast, mate. Yeah, because the weather's on perfect, Jeff. So we set it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the first symbol is sunny, sunshine, and then all the symbols after that is raining.
Oh. ABS
I think the race
goes fastest.
Yeah, 17.865 provisional pole for him. I've got a funny feeling it's all dry, not wet. it's going by the first symbol, then it always goes by the first symbol.
How's the percentages? Are they low or?
0 is perfect, isn't it?
Huh.
He has had a blinder all day. He's had a blinder yesterday. He's had a blinder today. He's doing all sorts of stuff, isn't it? People are having their connection issues the entire day, all day yesterday and today, and now we've also had like loads of glitches today. Well, we had one with the ERS one where literally people losing ERS even knowing they're not using it.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah, and now we've got the DRS being allowed in the wet, and it's saying that dry tires are faster in the wet, even though they're clearly that they've got no grip whatsoever. And DRS being enabled, so I reckon this lobby, it's the game thinking it's dry, but it's raining.
Oh, I hope it doesn't cause problems for the race.
Well, if Jacob's not in, we might have to thingy it anyway. But I need to know what the weather forecast is once we start the race, so I can set it to that for the race. We'll know because whatever it is at the start is what it is in the race. So.
Right.
I need to see all the symbols at the start of the race so I know what the weather forecast is. Right. I think Lave's going to send me a screenshot of the weather forecast once we're on the grid. Just see what the boxes say, because if all the boxes are different, then it's weird, then it's fine. But if they're all one sunny and it's all rain, that's going to be what? I'm hoping Jacob's back in. Is Jacob back in the lobby, or is he messaged or not? Another problem that we're going to have as well is that Jacob's not in the session. Obviously, we're not in the race, so we won't be able to see if he's AI or anything. If he's showing online or not. If he's not showing online, I won't even be able to find him on here. Jacob. Nope, it says 2 days ago, so he's not even showing online, even if he was. Fantastic. Right, so first we'll start the lap. I think hits the spots on the lap now, going through the final sector.
Ooh, a little bit too much of that inside curve. Manages to hold on to it though. Posts a 118.306 to go up into P3.
Because I don't want to do a lobby restart, Jeff, unless I know what the weather and all that's forecast. At least.
Right.
I have to. Unless I have to restart, I won't. There's more hassle. That's final corner.
118.476. Hayes posted 118.307.
And one is on the way fast. Oh, fine. If I remember rightly, did Hayes close that poll that he did earlier? Let me check that out. When you put a poll up, you've got to make sure you close it, but I don't think he did. Really on this right now. Moist yet to pose a lap time. Here's the cars on the lap now. Going for the fastball handle to second yellow straight.
Zach Grayson out of the final corner. He improves to a 118.223 to move up into third place.
His spot's now done. Best he's going to qualify is in fourth. Samuel has now been kicked from the session. Look at that and get him back in before we thingy it.
Moist posts a 119.216. Stoic is done. Squib posts at 118.151 up into fourth place. Schumacher.
Cross the line.
And
goes
Paul!
it.
Get in there, Waif.
Yeah, pole for Schumacher, 117.825. Followed by 4/10 or 4/100 on ABS fan.
Oh, to hear that in-car
is
radio
third.
right now, he must be having a wonderful time right now.
100%, I would be. It's an awesome drop from Schumacher, so that's another different pole sitter as well. That's 9 races in. I think we've had about 5 different pole sitters as well. Timed that to perfection. I think he has cleared that pole, so nice job. And screenshot that. So Schumacher on pole, 117.825. Second ABS. Third is in Stoic. 4 is Samuel. 5 is Squibb. 6 is Zach. 7 is Hits a Spot. 8 is Hayes. 9 is Fletch. And 10 is Moist. I'll show you a 5-minute break. Are you okay to post it? Hopefully we
Yep.
Yeah, it's like me in X1, X2, sorry, I actually would have wanted the race to be wet, to be fair. And my setup, the setup that we had felt really nice in the wet. With the higher front wing. We'll get the screenshot and post that in there. And the Wii. Right, and it is sunny. See, I thought it was. I knew the game was bugging out with the weather. That symbol in the weather forecast, Jeff, has been in the game for 3 games in a row now.
Yep. It has, yeah.
And they still haven't fixed it. So it's unbelievable. It's so bad. It's unreal. Yeah, if someone could send me a screenshot of the weather for, got it. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, all dry. Thought it was 5 sunny symbols and then overcast for the last 2 symbols. See, I knew it. That first symbol is what you always go by, and if it's a percentage, go by the percentage. If it's a low percentage, it means it's fully dry, and if it's like 30, 40, 50%, it's probably gonna rain. I knew it was dry. Good job I know how to read the bugs.
Can tell we're used to
That's
this.
the thing there.
All right, well, let's take this time. We're going to run through the standings. So leading the standings with 122 points, we have in Stoic, followed by X hits the spot in second on 81 points. And we have Find Waldo on 69 points, Squib on 66 points, Hayes on 40 points, Schumacher on 38 points. Then we have Samuel Deeper on 35 points, followed by Lincoln and Moist on 34 points. Then we have Kieran and Fletch on 28 points, followed by Robbie on 27 points. Then we have Zach Racing on 22 points, Pelly on 19 points. We have Dark, Nate, Airmax, Gabo, and Mantic all tied with 12 points. And we have K18 and 20th on 0 points. And for constructors, leading the way is McLaren on 187 points, followed by Mercedes on 135 points. Then we have Haas on 95 points, Williams on 77 points, Ferrari on 71 points, AlphaTauri on 63 points, Aston Martin on 60 points, and we have Red Bull on 50 points, with Alpine on 45 points, and rounding out the table is Alfa Romeo on 33 points, and Jacob still can't get in. His Wi-Fi keeps going on and off, which means his car is going to be on the grid.
I'm gonna have to restart now. Can he get in to retire his car or not? What do you want to do? It'd be at the back, wouldn't it?
It would. Let me see.
Yeah, so it's at the back, so I don't know if we should worry about it too much, but it's all down to if it gets involved later on in the race.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Hope if we can get in to retire it, then I'll be fine. But I know these guys aren't going to want a lobby restart.
Yeah, I think we could just go with it. I mean, if the off chance that his AI decides to go homicidal into turn one, then we can revisit it. Don't think it will though. I mean,
Yeah, Jeff, we going.
Yep, I'm putting it in right now.
You made the call, so
Yeah, I didn't realize the time because I was trying to figure out whether the lobby restart or not. Oh, and Samuel can't get back in
oh,
now.
we're doing a lobby restart then.
Yep, that we have to.
Right. Yeah. Right. Watto's up as well, so we might be able to join. Right. Right. So, hang on. I know it's all dry though. Watto's awake now as well. I told him there's a lobby restart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And Watto's on his way. Why can't we have a game that works like 90% of the time? It's a joke, man. It's a fucking joke. It really is. We lose Jacob because I obviously can't connect, and now I can't get privileges. Oh, now it's going to say, oh my god.
We will be back in just a moment while we sort this lobby restart out here.
You may as well play.
Are you looking for a more realistic F1 feel in your sim racing? ANSI 3D is the solution for you. ANSI 3D is a 3D printing company based in the United States. We sell F1 style wheels for Logitech G29, G920, and the G923 wheel set with all wheels including high quality real suede fabric on the handles for maximum comfort. All wheels can be fully customized by picking your own colors for the handles and buttons. Also, you get to select a free logo of your choice to be printed on your wheel. We also have all Formula One 3D printed tracks available for sale on our website. For more information or to place your order now, log on to our website at www.ansi3d.com. That's ANSE3D.com. Don't delay, check us out today.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, is not.
Is Sam actually on the grid? He's on the grid. Right. Everyone's on the grid. Watto's now replaced BRT Jacob. So Watto's now actually technically served his ban and got his ass out of bed. So I don't know what he's going to like in the race because he's just got up. So it's going to be interesting. Everyone's in their right positions. I'm open Sam can get in his car.
Samuel can't load a setup.
Well, you can't restart again. If he wants to, tell him to retire in the pit lane. We're not restarting again. We restarted once for him. Not what we can do about it. He's gonna get. This is the third time he's been kicked. Well, fourth time he's kicked twice in qualifying. And then he got kicked in the grid, and then he got kicked again. So yeah. Otherwise, we're never gonna get this race done. It's already late enough as it is.
All right.
You can try and race.
All right. It's time to race. Oh no.
What?
Umpires joined. Let's see how that goes.
It's too late. We've already started.
All right. Oh, we have our pole sitter.
Aww.
What happened?
So Wardo's got his setup on as well.
Oh.
It was in the post as well. Don't forget his setups.
Even my daughter's unhappy. She's kicking off downstairs. So we have Schumacher starting on the hard tires, followed by AVS and Stoic starting on the mediums, Samuel Depot starting on the softs, and then we have Squibb and Zach Racing also starting on the hards, X and Hazer on the mediums, and then Fletch, Moist, Eggity, Air Max, and Mantic on the softs, followed by Robbie, It's Nate, and Waddington on the hard tire. The soft medium is a doable strategy. You have to have the pace on the softs to keep with the front runners if you want to make it work to your advantage, though.
Also, so Samuel's just going to try and race it if he can. I mean, it's not the worst setup in the world, but it's just not going to be anywhere near fast. And drive through for Sam. Oh, he's having a fantastic day. And there's a crash at the back as well. Sam's out. Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's contact
Sam
with Robbie.
C just retired on track. I said retire, not on track though.
Some really weird things. Schumacher has a drive-through as well.
Hey?
Polsitter has a drive-through, and he also has about a 4-second lead right now. And
Oh, wait.
Moist is up to P2.
What's going on?
What has happened here?
The lights go out for some people, not for others. What is going on? I don't understand.
And yeah, Watto is somehow up into 5th place. Or did everybody just get held back from Samuel retiring, and it allowed the back to get a jump?
No, apparently it bugged him. He didn't even jump the start or anything on him. Retired him.
Well, this
What
is extremely interesting. I mean, the Red Bull Schumacher has like walked away from the field.
Yeah, but he's got that. We've got that five. It's got a drive-through. I don't know what. I've got a funny feeling the lights went out for some people, not for others. But I don't know. And they're saying the lights bugged out.
Oh, I mean,
We can't.
yeah, we can't do a second restart, unfortunately. And Hayes takes the lead as Schumacher goes into the pits. And a little bit of contact between Hayes and Moist in the battle for the lead going into turn 1. Eggity on the back of Waddington.
So it bugged out. So I'm not wondering if it was because of Sam getting kicked and rejoining, whether it bugged out the start. I mean, I feel sort of literally the one time Schumacher has a really good qualifying, and the game does that to him.
That's unlucky. He got to be absolutely furious right now.
Because we did the restart earlier, we obviously can't restart again. Absolute joke of a game. I mean, it's hurt loads of people. It's hurt loads of people because it's literally. If I go to positions, lost. Look at that. AVS, Stoic, Squibb, Schumacher, Zach have all been royally screwed by it.
And here we have Mr. I'm too slow for X1, and he's leading the race here.
Yeah, soft though. We know it's a medium hard or hard medium. Got Watto on default setup in P5.
I tell you though, if anybody can handle a default setup around Spain, it's going to be Waddington.
It's not actually the worst track in the world to have a default setup on.
No,
I've tried default. It
not.
is about half a second slower than my TT setup. Imola's a better track for the default setup though.
Right.
I I mean, we should have known it was coming. There's been errors and everything all weekend. So X2 was alright, apart from obviously a couple of bugs that we found.
A fight for P2 between Nate and Fletch. The House of Fletch should get around him here. Pull away a little bit on those soft tires before they start to fall off a cliff in about 2 laps. Hayes and Moist having a proper battle up front. Fighting though with Hayes is there could be the setback for Moist on those soft tires. You don't want to use them up too much early in the stint. ABS now on the back of Robbie. It's a big DRS train now that's starting to form up. ABS goes for a move on the inside. Oh, there's slight contact between the two.
Yeah, so Sam's got a clip of the start. But there's contact between ABS and Rob, and ABS is around. Back up and running though.
That final corner is a tough corner to stay side by side on, because if you touch that curb, it'll just pick you up and toss you into the car that you're side by side with.
Yeah, but ABS was the car in front, and Rob was trying to go through on the inside. I'm not too sure why you're trying to go for a move on the inside for the final 2 corners. Really, that's crazy. In my opinion, hits a spot, and then Stoic fighting for P8 and 9 as well. Spot has 8, 9 is in Stoic. Stoic got caught up on the start though.
And that's your title fight right now, about a little more than halfway through the season. Only 41 points separating the 2 drivers.
Spot all of that curve though. He's a sitting duck on the straight now. Maybe and then Stoic stayed behind. Spot Squibb, his teammate, just behind him as well.
Oh, Stoic had a little bit of a moment coming out of the penultimate
He's
corner.
struggling with the car as well. I'm wondering if he's got damage from the start. Literally all the front runners are at the back now from the start, so this is literally like qualifying but reverse the grid. Stoic's back through. Is Squibb going to try and get through as well? No, Squibb stays behind in P10. Behind hits a spot in 9. There's Nate's on the back of Moist.
Squibb does get through going through turn 3. That hard tire is a very good race tire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that clip that's been sent in X2 Lounge.
There's nothing in there.
X1 Lounge, sorry, X1. Sorry, X1. It's a Samuel's clip. I don't see him retire. I see the game retiring him. And that is Moyes taking the race lead at turn 1, and he's up to P1. Second is Hayes, third is Nate. Hayes is a bit tight there. He's not paused it.
Moist back out in front again, but he does have Hayes fresh on his heels. Those softs are going to start to fall off in the next couple laps now, though. That puts Nate in a really good position.
And Hayes takes the race lead. Moist is down second. Nate's just watching. Nate's literally in a perfect position. Moist also out of ERS. And Hayes is also down low as well. So literally Nate has the most DRS in that group. Yep, he has. Oh, if he doesn't have power sliding. Hold on to it though.
Squibb gets around Waddington. Moves up into P7. Robbie gets around Hits. Hits is struggling right now. He's dropped about 4 positions last 2 laps.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's got set up on, if he's got damage. This is the thing. Because of Samuel being in 4th, anything could have happened to a lot of the cars behind him.
Schumacher right in the back of X now as well.
He's on those mediums though, we did say about earlier about the mediums being absolutely awful.
And another move for
He's
the
in the pit
lead.
lane.
They're side
I
by
want to know
side.
if he's got damage.
Moist does hold on to keep the lead.
Right, Hits is in the pit lane. I want to see if he's got damage. Edeki 3-second time penalty, and yes, Hits
He
spot has
does
damage.
have damage, okay.
Yeah. Right, in the pits is Watto, so he is struggling with that setup. Would be. Yeah. So top 2, 3, well, say Hayes is P1, half a second in front of Moist in second. Moist though is on the edge of those tyres on the softs. He's going to be boxing pretty soon.
Oh, and
Nate's
Waddington's
half
car
a
got in
second
the way of
back
X.
on.
Waddington's car came back out on track right on the racing line as X was coming through turns 1 and 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the problem, yeah. I know what that's the problem, and I'd say it was said in the chat, don't, like in the poll bit, don't forget setups. It happens. So not the only one Sam, well, Sam got kicked before he put a setup on, and it caused all this stuff at the start. This game has just caused a number of problems today.
Ooh, it looked like a little bit of contact between Hayes and Moist. I think the Ferrari might have ran into the back of the Williams there.
One of those days where it's like, I really just do not want to be host. Good night. I'll catch you later on.
Alright, take care, Watto. Unlucky, mate. Oh, my house smells lovely. Mrs. is making shepherd's pie. Oh,
Shepherd's pie or cottage pie? What's it made of? Beef or lamb?
beef.
Beef. That's cottage pie then.
Yeah, we call it shepherd's pie in the States.
Yeah, shepherd's pie is lamb.
Yeah, I know.
It tells by the name. You don't see shepherds flocking cows.
What you on about Welsh pie? Oh, that'd be
I'm fine. Or on my goats. So that's goats, man. Welsh people have horns. Right, P1 fight, and there's a massive fight. It's a 3-car fight, and it is now race leaders Hayes. Yep, Hayes, and then Nate, and then Moist. Fletcher's just behind. The softs are screaming.
Oh, he's gone!
Moist!
He managed to stay alive, though.
Oh, those
And that's going to
softs,
bring out a
yeah, they're
virtual
done.
safety car. Yep.
Yeah, no front wing. Is there no Williams as well? Don't forget to take your wing with you. We can't call you Logan Sargent. Back underway. Obviously, still in fourth, but no front wing. He needs his virtual safety car to stay out the entire time until he boxes.
And that's asking a little bit, because as he's only coming through the end of Sector 1 right now. And
Yeah, it stayed out the entire lap earlier when we did it. When we had a race. Who was it that binned it at the final of the turn 3 or something like that? It literally stayed out for the entire time. Just flashed. Does that mean it's coming in? And then. So Hayes has the lead. There you go. It's back enabled, and Moist is gonna literally cost these cars behind massive amount of time. Just let them through now. In the gravel. Be careful on the gravel, mate. You got it. Moist is an experienced driver, though. If there's anyone that's to let people pass the damage, I trust Moist to do it.
Nate
correctly.
makes a move for the lead going
He
into turn
has.
1.
Oh, Fletcher's in as well. So Fletcher on the other set of softs is in. He just literally was right behind Moist as he crashed. And that was literally like probably a warning sign to Fletch, like, yeah, I'm boxing now, thanks.
I think the
See you
fact
later.
that what happened at the start benefited most of the soft runners to get up to the front. Now that they've had the box, this kind of resets the race now back to how it should have been almost. I mean,
Yeah, but they're still gonna have the advantage because obviously they're gonna try and get to the end of those mediums. Moist is on hards. Moist has probably done the better strategy going to hards. Those mediums are literally going to be dying on the edge. And the kid's also in for hards.
oh, Nate
And
had
Schumacher's back up to 6th now, though, and the Stoics back to 4th. They're
Nate
back
had
to
a
getting
bit of a
closer to what
moment there.
normal do.
allowed Hayes to get right on the back of him. Hayes is going to try to make a run with DRS down the front straight.
Should have been able to overtake though for Hayes. You would have thought.
That gets the job done before the braking zone into turn 1. Retakes the lead. Stoic making a move.
Yeah, teammate on teammate though.
Yeah, Squib's not going to fight him.
Not gonna. No, but Schumacher on ABS. This is for thingy, but I think ABS. Oh, ABS gave a lot of room there. ABS let him through. I wonder if ABS got damage. He went super deep there. Hits a spot 15.196 fast lap of the race.
Only real fight on track at the moment is going to be for the lead between Hayes and it's Nate.
Yeah, the medium runners right now are paying a price against the hards because the hards will be massively faster now. Even if they're older, or even if they're the same age, there's going to be literally nothing left in those mediums.
And Hayes boxes.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. There's going to be this, well, it's going to be this lap to 17, 18 for the mediums to hards.
Yeah, and Stoic is coming in as well. Is ABS going to box?
No,
He
maybe that's not
stays
boxing.
out.
He's still on the back of Schumacher. Whether he's close enough or not, I don't know. It's going to be 50-50. No, he's not close enough. You'll see the traction difference out of these two corners.
Fletch gets around Robbie.
Hey, one thing, all that palaver at the start of the race has made this so interesting. It's unreal because literally you've got people up front there that aren't normally there. The likes of Stoic and hits a spot, and AVS, which we would expect it to be like the 1, 2, 3 with Water and all that, obviously as well with 4, 5 and all that. Yeah, the only thing I was really gutted for is Schumacher because he got really screwed. So let's see if he can recover though. If he can recover to top like 5 finish, that'd be a hell of a drive back. The biggest chance though for like the likes of Hayes or Nate or Fletch to actually win this race is massive. And there comes AVS this time on Schumacher. Oh my god. Late move over. As AVS went to move over, Schumacher moved right in front of him. Christ, that was close to being super dangerous. Oh, ABS has just dropped it. What if you look in X1? You see what happened to Samuel. Samuel took control of his car at DSQ. It jumped the start, and then he retired his car. That's what caused the stuff at the start. By looks on things. That's what caused all of it at the start with the lights and that lot. Samuel getting kicked.
Going to make a move on Schumacher, and he gets it done. Those
3-3 for Fletch.
Those hards are going to start to go now. We have Stoic and AVS side by side, and Stoic gets the move done. Those mediums of AVS have to be absolutely screaming at him.
Yeah, I noticed that when he came to the turn 5 just now. It literally just put the power down and went completely. Oh, I don't know. Just 2 cars that jumped the start, so it literally caused loads of stuff. Like lights went out for some people and didn't for others.
It sounds like a desync. I think that seems what happened there is that the lobby desynced, yeah. Because on stream, it didn't look like any cars really went off track.
No, so they're like 13 cars off track and slow. No, on ours there's literally no. Oh, I wonder if the whole lobby was broken then until it settled down. There's nothing on our screen. On the main stream, it literally is all single file.
And Nate is boxed. Gives the lead of the race to Squib. And Stoic on the back of Mantic.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's how Moist got through as well then, because Moist was at the back. Well, 10th, wasn't he? And he went up being 3rd or something. Or 2nd. I don't know what's going on there then, because yeah, the mainstream literally had everybody in single, literally like, well, there's a couple of people going side by side, but the rest of the field were like going single file through turn 1 and 2. That's what we couldn't work out how the difference was.
Nate, was that Nate? Yep, Nate has spun.
Back on the way though.
Tried to put. It looked like he tried to be a little bit too greedy on the power there, going through turn 3 on cold tires. He had just come out the pits. Hayes on the back of Schumacher. Now they're side by side. Oh, and Schumacher has dropped it. Schumacher dropped it. Looked like he touched the inside curb, maybe. Or those tires just didn't have any left.
Little bumper wheels, but nothing, not enough to make them spin. It's just put the power down probably on old tires. And it went boxing now, yeah, onto sort mediums. It would be the medium stop anyway. It probably went a couple 2 minutes. Well, it probably went a lap too much on those hards. To be fair, the optimal I think like 17, 18 on from medium hards to mediums. Probably went a lap too many. ABS has gone to soft, so we're going to try and do 13 laps on them. He's going to have to get these overtakes done on these two cars as well. I don't think we can make those tyres to the end now. We're going to have to see some of these incidents and see if they're all glitched out, because if they are, then it's going to be interesting to see what
Yeah,
we do.
Stewards might have their work cut out for them determining what course of action to take with some of this stuff. Cause
Well, the problem is if there's two different views from people's contacts, if it was lap 1 that was dodgy lap 1, then they might just throw away lap 1 and just do whatever after that.
yeah, I've seen
know.
some weird desync videos on the F1 group and on Facebook, where one view will have a car makes contact with another car, and then the stream view will have, and there was damage involved. The car that made the contact lost its front wing, and then they showed the stream view.
Oh, in the gravel goes Rob. And ABS with a fast level race of 13.978. No, I got a funny feeling. It was desync for the first, literally 3 corners,
Yep.
and it was fine after that. By the look on things.
Yeah, because it seems
I don't see people lagging everywhere. Otherwise, yours and my views would be completely different.
Right.
Because last time it desynced last year, when we had a race, I was streaming. Well, I was watching it with the other streamer, or I was streaming and they were watching, and I had the mainstream had people in different positions than what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if it was desynced, it would have it differently for both of us.
Right.
I think they're in a sync. I think that we're in sync. It's just I think it was just the first part of the race that wasn't, which was pretty much probably the most important part of the session, which is the issue. That's caused all this stuff. That's how like half the field, like 4 people jumped the entire field. Well, there's no point going to the drivers and asking them whether we should really do not count this race or not, because half the field's going to want it to be counted, another half is not going to want it counted. Side by side, ABS and Schumacher and Rob. What damage? No. Well, I mean, you could have won it, Zach. I mean, Samuel was the one that was looking absolutely rapid in thingy. In Devon, that lot, he was literally. I don't know what quicker than all these guys are. He would have had a massive chance to win this race as well. Like him, Watto and Schumacher got really big time screwed here. And Schumacher's still in the race, still got a chance to get at least something out of this. He's already got a point for pole, which at least he can take that. But it's not the race though, isn't it? It's not the race podium that he was probably going to look at getting. He probably wouldn't have expected to beat in Stoic or anything like that, but he probably would have been still able to get like 4th or 5th. They're fighting in front massively, Schumacher and Zach. That is for 10 and 11. Schumacher's 11. Zach is a 10. Well, Schumacher's on the inside. Turn 4.
Little bit of contact.
Zach's trying to send on the outside. Not going to be able to get the traction there. It's The thing is, though, even for the commentators, it sucked as well because like the fights that could have been happening could have been a lot better than what they were, and also the start of the race ruins it because of literally. I know it just feels the same, but it kind of put a damper on the race before it's really even started.
Yeah, it's. Robbie has caught back up. Now there's now a three-way fight for P10.
I mean, the only thing we can all do is send a swear jar at Codemasters and see if they ever fix anything. Oh, Zach, no, dropped it behind. He's still under control, though. Didn't lose a lot of time. Nate's on the back of Mantic. Zach's nearly gone again. Both Alpha Romeos are in fights. One's for P4, one is for P10.
What Nate needs to do is he needs to get a good run out of the final corner. Get as close to the gearbox of the Ferrari as you can.
Yeah, Schumacher just got the penalty where I got the penalty to in Dev last night.
Oh.
Went just wide on the fast right-hander and then he went flying, and it gives you a 3-second time penalty.
Nate gets a run. Mantic went a little bit deep. Had to cut the corner
Oh,
there.
Schumacher's gone. Final corner. That was a hell of a twitch and snap on him then. Jesus Christ. This day has just gone from brilliant, well, from terrible to absolutely, yeah. Running at a Russell-style race. Pretty much no fault of his own either.
And he's dropped it, trying to get the throttle down. Those rear tires are very, very hot.
Let's get around the tracks, Leif, and just get some softs on and go for a fast lap of the race outside. At least you get 2 points then. We've already got a point for pole. Try and go for another point, at least. I know it's no consolation, but at least it's something.
Squibb has got around Mantic into 5th place now.
Any far on track, heads to attack Mantic, and oh, Moise is gone. Pit lane, safety car. Has he just dropped in the pit lane? Watch out. AV. Oh no, he's not. Where's he gone? Oh, he's gone there.
Is he out where Schumacher was?
No, he was gone before that. On the right hander before the second to last right hander.
Oh.
If you go on board there, Max, he was in that right hander where the 50-meter ball on the right hand side is. I'm not seeing someone go there yet. Well, that's made things a little bit more interesting. Jesus Christ, anything could happen now. That's pretty much the only thing Fletch didn't want. He had an 8-second gap with 7 laps to go. I don't know if his mediums would have got there though, mind you. 19 laps on mediums, so the last 4 laps, 5 laps have been awful.
The safety car will benefit Schumacher though, because it should allow him to get in box. He might still end up being a lap down, because where he has damage, he's not going to be able to jump Fletch.
If that was me, mate, I would have stayed out another lap and unlapped myself, then box, gone past the safety car. Yeah. That way he wouldn't have been stuck behind Fletch. I think he's not going to get stuck behind Fletch. I mean, the only thing I'm say is hopefully Fletch gets out of the way and lets him unlap himself. But I don't know if all the cars are going to let him. I think Schumacher's going to be behind more than one car. If he's not, hopefully, he's just behind Fletch. I don't know if Fletch is listening to the stream.
It looks like he is, yep. It looks like he's going to get out of the pit lane ahead of the Ferrari Hayes.
Yeah, Fletch, if you're listening to the stream, can you go off track and let Schumacher go past? He's the Red Bull that is behind you is a lap down. You need to get off track to let him past. So you go off track, let him pass, then back off the safety car and back off him. That way it should let him unlap himself. If you're able to, please. Fletch, if you're listening to the stream, please go off track and let the Red Bull behind you unlap itself. I don't know if he's listening to the stream.
if he is and he has a headset on, sometimes that headset can drown out.
Please let the Red Bull pass. He's a lap down. You need to go off track to do it though, and I don't think he's going to listen. Yeah, I don't think he's got a stream on. He had the stream on in qualifying, but don't think he does in the race. I mean, Leif, is up to you if you just want to do it and see if the game disqualifies you or not. It's up to you. I mean, hoping he understands. But you should understand, surely. You know, you can see the car behind. This is what I'm saying. I mean, people should know that the people are trying to lap themselves. If I was Leif, I would just go past him, take the 5 seconds, and stay behind the safety car, and then let the safety car take, and then take the safety car and let him through. The safety car's going to come in this lap as well, so we finally understood now.
Try to wait for the green light on the safety car, Leif. But there should be a light that will go green.
If it does, yeah, because the safety car's coming in this lap, so I don't know if it's going to. You might have to try and overtake it and see if it does it. Maybe overtake it off the track.
Careful.
Maybe? What if you overtake the safety car off track?
Oh,
If it disqualifies you, it disqualifies you. There's nothing he can do. If it disqualifies him, disqualifies him. I don't know, I didn't see it go green. Did it go green?
I didn't notice.
We got a safety car.
We do have a safety car, yep.
Thank you. Cheers, Wado. I mean, I can't, because obviously I'm streaming, but yeah. I would say he had the stream on the thing anyway, so let him unmap himself anyway.
That's good. That's good for Leif there. Yeah.
I just wish Fletch did it like a lap ago, because he would have been able to catch up faster. I don't know if it's going to wait that long now. If it waits another lap, it might be alright.
Could put an announcement out after the race too, you know, to let drivers know in the future there is a car behind the leader, like that.
Yeah, we tried doing it before, and we tried doing it, and we seem to keep ending up doing it every single time.
And it's not going to
Thank
come
you,
in this
Waldo,
lap.
as well for that.
It's not going to come in this lap, so Schumacher does have an opportunity to catch the train back up again.
At least, well, he's got this lap. It'll be in this lap no matter what.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, push, Leif. You got to push. I know you don't want to. You don't want to overcook those softs, but it's go big or go home time.
Yeah, what's Air Max and its Nate doing? Remember, you can't go alongside. You must stay in single file under safety car.
Yeah, we had Zola pushing the limits of what alongside was against the Ferrari of Irons in X2 today.
I wasn't. I went to the right hand side of him, but I didn't pass him, and I was next to him.
Irons a good friend though, so it's we know.
I wasn't like next to him. I was to the side of him, but behind him.
Yeah.
So if he was weaving, he wouldn't have made contact. Yeah, we'll be. I'll be playing thingy after this. I'll be playing Everspace.
As will Jalebend, who has just downloaded and installed it last night. Take a little break from Starfield.
Yeah, it was like you gotta wait till you get that last the last person. I think it's I can't remember. I think it's basically like a female avatar character that gives you an ability to see what you're missing at certain places, like if you're missing a component or something. Otherwise, you just got to literally go hunting for everything in every little nook and cranny and every little hole and stuff to find stuff. Safety car coming in. Watto be doing a restart.
Waddington, I don't think there's enough coffee in the world to keep you awake, mate.
Schumacher has just caught up in one lap. Fair play. He's going to catch up, and fair play to that. And Fletch, well done for keeping him up as well. He's slowed him down before the final corner, so he's gone. We're back underway, and he's helped Schumacher by taking it to the final corner. We're back
And
underway.
that
Oh, Edeke's lost some places. He's lost 3 places.
that was interesting. I think there was some overtaking before the timing line there. We might have to go back and have a look at that one, because I think.
Don't forget though, I don't think there was, but Edeke's lost a lot of places.
And he's really,
He
really
got
slow.
damage.
Yeah, I don't see any visible damage.
No, I don't think he has either.
Hayes
Mr. Schumacher
gets around
and
Fletch on the outside of turn
oh,
5.
it's Nate, 3-second time penalty. AVS with Mantic side by side through the section in the fast right-hander. Side by side through it. You guys are well. They both made it, and
Fair
literally
play.
Mantic left loads of movement as well.
Whoa! What happened back there? That looked like Alfa Romeo. Oh, they 3 wide. And there's contact with one of the Red Bulls of Air Max.
Oh, and Mantic's gone. There's a little bit of contact between him and AVS, and Mantic is gone. Stoic 3-second time penalty in third. Late safety cars always cause drama. Hits the spots on the back of Squib. All he's got to do now is hits the spot. If he can just stay with his Stoic, he's gonna get him. Because that 3-second time penalty Stoic has got, and Stoic is literally just taking it turn 1 and 2. Completely weird then, because it's literally just brought the group of 3 cars right on its gearbox. He's now got Fletch, Squib, and hits the spot right on him.
Robbie right in the back of Zach Racing as well too. It is too many fights to follow.
Hayes is just get away and try and get away as much as you can. There's something at that back. Nate's gone. There's something happened at the back. I know Air Max and all that were Mantic, all that were there.
Squib gets around Fletch up into P3.
Can I just say something? Is this real life F1?
Ferrari leading, getting chased down by a McLaren.
I don't know, in Stoic, I think he's defending as well for his life, but he's going to say he don't really want to fight his teammate too much for that time penalty, and Squib's got past him. It's going to be Squib down to Hayes. Oh no, is that not Fletch? Sorry, no, it's Fletch gone past Squib, sorry.
Oh, but Fletch has a big moment. He drops down to 5th place, allows X to come through.
Jesus Christ is here to stay. And now he's got ABS on the back of him. This is now ABS. This train is now literally Squib, Pit Spot, Fletch, ABS are all here in that train, and literally, and Stoic is going to drop massively. It's going to drop down to 6.
Yellow.
Red Bull's gone. Max. Wait for it in the chat. You know it's coming. Lap of the race. Hayes leads it. Second is a Stoic, 3-second time penalty. Third is Squib. Fourth is hits the spot. Fifth is Fletch. Sixth is ABS. And literally those 4 cars separated by 3/10 on each other. 3/10, 2/10, 2/10. They're literally scrapping everywhere. And then you got Zach in 7th. 8th is Rob. And 9th is Schumacher with a time penalty though, so he would drop down to 10th. It would still pick up a more point though, but fair play to Schumacher, they've come through the field as much as he could. A lap down he was, with what, 5 laps to go? Max Science gone behind, Air Max. Final corners for Hayes to bring it home for a Ferrari. So a Ferrari technically could win X2 and X1.
And that is
today.
That is going to be Hayes with his maiden X1 win.
The car off the thingy, yeah, no.
Whoops.
Hey, 20 sec. Oh, ABS has quit out. That's why. These so. What? How's Rob just DNF? Yeah.
Did he leave the session after he crossed the line?
They all are,
Nate-
mate. Look at them. They're all
Nate-
DNFing classified as. You're gonna have to take the results as they cross the line. Because that's just broken, yeah. So I'm going to clip
And
the final race results.
did he cross the line? And
They've all crossed the line.
No,
because they're
I
all
mean
down
Air
by
Max.
turn 1.
Air Max. He just made it across the line there.
Mate, that is weird because literally Rob and someone else all DNF'd after they crossed the line. Yeah, you left the safety car thing on as well, Jeff. I don't know if you've seen
I
that.
noticed that at the end. I got too caught up in the drama, Watto. Well, after a very eventful race there, we have Hayes Baruto with his maiden X1 win. Well done, Hayes. Followed by Squib and exits the spot. Will round out the podium positions. We have Stoic in fourth, followed by Fletch in fifth, Zach Racing in sixth, Mantic in seventh. Schumacher up to eighth with a good recovery drive after that unfortunate drive through in the beginning and the couple of moments he had. Then we have Eggity in ninth, AVS in 10th, Air Max in 11th, Robbie
that's
in
not
12th.
right, mate. Because it gave ABS a 20-second time penalty.
Okay, so unofficial
Yeah,
results.
that's why I clipped it for. Yeah, I've clipped it just so we have it, just in case. But yeah.
Looks like I have some work to
awesome.
do.
Yeah, that's why I've clipped
Doing
it
up the
for. So
standing,
when that's why I clipped it for. That way you can do it as they cross the line. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. I know that was a bit of a tough race to follow there. Some weird stuff happened. We had a little bit of delays, but thank you for sticking with us.
It was an interesting race with all the interesting EA stuff it decided to throw at us.
And
But
then,
we finally got there.
Where are we Where are we next week? Next
Portimao,
week is
Portugal.
Portimao. Yep, Portimao next week. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We shall catch you next week. Thank you, Mike.
Good man. At 5 p.m. UK and 8 p.m. UK Sunday for round number 10 at Portimao in Portugal. Have a great weekend. Rest of the week. Well, rest of the week. We'll have a good week and we'll catch you all next weekend. Cheers, Jeff.
Yep.